guys, welcome to my channel. I'm that 1320 chick, and in this video we are finally dynoing my car. I know that sounds goofy if you've been paying attention to the last videos because we've already brought it to the track, but when this car got finished we were not able to dyno it because we were having issues with my tires rubbing, and then the other set of tires that we used were misshaped, and we just had a bunch of issues, so we didn't get to actually tune it, and we can tell by taking it to the track that it's not at its full power or full capacity. Although the dyno doesn't make it faster, it just tells us how fast. But my dad needs to be able to go through the timing and make sure that everything is all set. So we borrowed a set of wheels from my friend Ken, and I'm going to show you guys his car. He just got a whipple on it, and then I'm going to be going into dynoing. So I'm very excited to hopefully get that 4-digit dyno sheet finally. Wish me luck. We are really impressed with what Ken's car made. It made 704 to the tire. It is a stage 1 whipple using the OEM throttle body on E85. I'm going to show you guys the dyno graph, and I can't wait to see this car at the track. My dad is making sure that the trans is safe still and that everything's fine, and then he's going to throw all the power back in it. He thinks that he took too much down low, and that's the reason why it stalls after the burnout sometimes. Well, my dad's figuring out the tune. Brian and him sent me to go grab ice. I accidentally just bought 60 pounds of it. I was embarrassed when I said I wanted 3 large bags, and the guy goes, "You do know it's 60 pounds worth?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And I looked and I'm like, that's a lot of ice. So who wants to come over and make some margaritas? I'm hoping that when we put the ice in it, it will cool it down a little bit and we will finally get closer to that 1,000 mark. Just as an update from last year, the car made 935, so we are down a little less than 100. So I would like it to have gained a little more than 200, but we'll see. You try to let more out or no? Dang, that thing took a whole 20-pound bag?
put 2 bags in it at the track. It's only 14, so.
Holy hail. Was the moment my soul left my body. So after seeing that, there's no oil on the ground, and looks like just a belt shredded, thankfully, even though it looked really, really bad. Unfortunately, I have to take a work call meeting right now, so my dad and Brian are gonna figure out what's going on. I kept myself from tearing up because it's just a belt, but looking at that, it did not look just like a belt. It sounded like there was engine flying through. So again, the best of a worst of a bad situation, I guess. So I'm gonna call my manager and do my work call, and then hopefully the guys can see what the heck is going on with this thing. So I just left Raven Engineering in Oxford, Michigan. My dad told me to drop the drive shaft off there to make sure everything is okay on it. I don't think that Brian and I explained, once I had my work call and I collected my life, we realized that although it looked really bad, it was just a couple sort of bad stuff coming out at once. So the drive shaft boot split, and there was oil all over the bottom of the car. And Brian realized that the drive shaft U-joint was also split. So instead of trying to send it off, because we still technically don't know if this was a G-Force drive shaft or not, because this is the drive shaft that we bought back in Mod Nationals when mine split. So the drive shaft is cracked and broken. And what stinks about it is we don't know if it was broken when we bought it. We don't know if it had issues in Texas. We don't know if it had issues on the dyno. So we're just gonna have it fixed locally and checked out and made sure that everything is okay. So, so it stinks, but at the same time, again, this is racing, and you have no idea when you buy used stuff what may be happening. So no blaming the people who sold it to us, because who knows, they probably had no idea either. So explaining to what that big poof of smoke was. So my trans breather tube spit that out, and the reason that they spit out, when it spits out fluid, is because it was overfilled. So we got so nervous that the trans was underfilled that we overfilled it, and then it ate an alternator belt. So that sucks, but again, it's the best of a worst case scenario, I guess. So it was a bunch of crappy stuff together, but it ended up not being so bad. So thankfully we can fix all of it, and it's not going to be too crazy, and it didn't kill the motor, because when I first saw that happening and I heard the ting 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 ting, I just went into shock. Like, Brian ran up to the front and was like, lid shut it off, lid shut it off, lid shut it off, and all the guys come running, and I just like slowly died inside, and I just lost it. So that's why I collected myself for my work call and came back, and the car was on the hoist, and Brian and I then figured out and diagnosed what was wrong with it. So thankfully it's not something too bad, and hopefully we can get everything back together to be able to race July 18th. We have a local race that Peso Productions is putting on, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's his first streetcar event, streetcar late model. So I'm excited to stay local for once. So hopefully we can get the drive shaft back in this video. Probably not though. So I'm gonna go in depth a little bit more when we see the car and try to get the alternator fixed. And I will talk to you guys later. So watching all my footage back, I forgot to mention that the O2 sensors in my car are also going out. So we have to wait for the Ford dealership to get those in for us. Thankfully, there's only one. There's one about 2 miles from my dad's shop, so hopefully get those pretty quick. We're gonna head back to the shop today and move the alternator and figure out why the heck it ate the belt. But I had a couple more updates that I totally forgot about. SN project is still happening. We are closing on our new house, or our old house next week. So we will be able to order the trans and the clutch. And then from there, those are the big purchases. We won't have too many big ones left. So hopefully it'll be running soon. The goal is Mustang week, which is the second week of September. So fingers crossed and wish us luck. We're going to have a ton of content with this coming up. I also wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be reserving a Bronco. So on Monday the 13th is the launch day. I was going to do a live or do a video, whatever you guys think or whatever you guys would like to watch. And let me know in the comments what color you think I should get. I'm trying not to be lame and have a black and silver vehicle anymore. I know this one doesn't count, but this is for me. It's black or silver. My truck's black. So I kind of want to do something fun and do something different for me. So whatever you guys would like to see, let me know. But I'm definitely going to be reserving one. So I will see you guys in the next video. If it's not the Bronco video, hopefully before. So I'll talk to you guys later.